back up in this bitch. Yo, welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Doctor Who. Season 6, episode number 2. Please, don't forget to like and subscribe. You already know why. Thank you.
Couple comments from the last episode, starting with executive producer CJ, who says, I just knew this was going to be a J Rabbit favorite because of all the timey-wimey crossovers. I love that. So true. River and the epic score. Oh, this is timey-wimey crossovers, River and the epic score. But I'm so happy that it's an RJ favorite too. This is such a banger of a season opener. Fun fact, the older and younger actors to play Canton Delaware III are actually real-life father and son. Sadly, father passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
I was so happy to see you worked out the connection to River, talking about when the doctor isn't going to recognize her, because most people miss that connection. Okay, just so you know, season 6 is going to have that weird intro on every episode. You can just skip it, it's always the same. This was when Doctor Who really blew up in the US, so they added that intro to US airings of the show. Although I laughed when RJ said he was getting Quantum Leap vibes from it, because that's totally what I get too.
Yeah.
LOL. Alright, then Jeremy Burke says, Mark Shepard, he's just in everything. This was a very intriguing and interestingly complicated episode. Those aliens making you forget every time you look away. There's nothing out there. All clear. No, actually, there's a bunch of creepy aliens standing around in a group. Thanks. River was great in this. She's always great, though. I was thinking, Amy, just tell the doctor he's dying already. Then she said, I'm pregnant. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. Also, did she just kill a kid? Great reaction. I'm glad you both enjoyed the episode so much. I look forward to the second part.
Yeah. And
then last comments from Patrick, who says, I'm so glad you enjoyed this one. It's a great opening to an exciting season. See you next time. All right, let's get into the next episode right now.
Suspect directly ahead. Coming to you now. Over.
Did it just come on? Is it off now? 3 months later?
Why are you saying that? Of course it isn't July. No, this is this way. This way.
Yeah, see, baby?
you must have been looking at him for a while.
I'll check upstairs.
Be careful.
You gotta tell me that.
Yeah, leave me.
Now, fellas, listen. This man here, codenamed the Doctor, is doing some work for me personally. Could you, cut him a little slack?
Mr. President, he did break into Apollo 11.
He did it now.
Well, I'm sure he had a very good reason for that. But I need you to
I'm
release
like,
some very important work to the American people. Could you do that for me?
Well,
I
Son,
didn't recognize her at first either.
I am your commander-in-chief.
Until it went back to
then I guess that would be fine, Mr. President.
Glad to hear it.
Glad to hear it. I didn't want to have to pull a rank on you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Carry on, gentlemen.
Shit. Oh, my bad.
America salutes you.
That's not how America does
Get
it.
out of here. Is she British?
Did we just get
This
infiltrated
place.
by some spies?
It's been closed for years. What are you even doing?
Oh, the child. She must be cared for. It's important.
That's what they said. That's what who said?
Hello.
Did this jump backwards?
Who are you?
No, it's
No,
Before she got all the marks on her face, was she putting it on there again?
yeah, again.
Hello? I saw you looking through the hut. Who are you? I don't understand, so just tell me who you are. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shoot you. I'm glad I missed. But you killed the doctor. Or you're gonna kill him. But who are you? Just please tell me, because I don't understand.
Please help me. Help me. Please.
Yeah, door closed again.
It's just some questions. Yes, I see.
Who was that? Dr. Renfrew. Who was that?
Who was who?
Yeah, see. His brain all fucked up.
Hello again?
Sir, you've been in there for days. What the hell have you been doing?
Doesn't matter. I need Dr. Shepard here right now.
Sir, I need to talk to Colonel Jefferson right now.
No, you really don't.
But shit. We just gotta keep bringing the president
Yeah.
around
Hey,
so that
fellas.
y'all.
Yeah.
I'm President Nixon. I want to tell you, on behalf of the American people, how much we appreciate all of your hard work.
Yeah, we'll bring Big Dog around.
Sure,
Nobody
all
got no
the
more
questions
questions
now.
after that.
96 miles away. We just passed the 2-minute mark on the countdown. T minus 1 minute, 54 seconds, and counting. As the report indicates.
It's an exoskeleton. Basically life support. There's about 20 different kinds of alien tech in here.
Who was she? Why put her in here?
Put this on, you don't even need to eat. The suit processes sunlight directly. It's got built-in weaponry and a communication system that can hack into anything.
Including the telephone network.
Easily.
Why phone the president?
It defaults to the highest authority it can find. The little girl gets frightened, the most powerful man on earth gets a phone call. The night terrors with a hotline to the White House. You won't learn anything from that envelope, you know.
Purchased on Earth, perfectly ordinary stationery. TARDIS blue, summoned by a stranger who won't even show his face. That's a first for me. How about you?
Our lives are back to front. Your future's my past. Your first and my last.
What do you want to ask?
Ask something else then.
What are the silence doing? Raising a child?
Keeping her safe, even giving her independence.
The only way to save Amy is to work out what the silence are doing.
I know.
But every single thing we learn about them brings us a step closer.
Yeah, Doctor, I get it. I know.
Well, it's possible she's not just any little girl.
Well, I'd say she's human, going by the life support software.
But
She climbed out of this suit. Like, she forced her way out. She must be incredibly strong.
incredibly strong and running away. I like her.
We should be trying to find her.
Yes, I know, but how? Anyway, I have the strangest feeling she's going to find out.
Mrs. Houston, how do you read? Over.
Why does it look like a NASA spacesuit?
Because that's what the silence do. Think about it. They don't make anything themselves. They don't have to. They get other life forms to do it for them.
So they're parasites then?
Super parasites standing in the shadows of human history since the very beginning. We know they can influence human behaviour any way they want. If they've been doing that on a global scale for thousands of years.
Then what?
Then why did the human race suddenly decide to go to the moon?
9. Ignition sequence start.
Is that where they from?
5.
Because the silence needed a spacesuit.
1.
So make them want to go to the moon so they can make a spacesuit?
Yeah.
It ain't have to be the moon though. It could be, I guess, the moon so they can get out.
Yeah.
So was I.
That's no
All
question.
the time
Sure was
waiting
that.
on
Seriously.
Amy.
You.
I literally sat there.
remember it. 2,000 years waiting for Amy. The last centurion.
No.
You lying?
Of course I'm lying.
Of course you are. Not the sort of thing anyone forgets.
But I don't remember it all the time. It's like there's a door in my head. I can keep it shut.
Just 5 days since Apollo 11 blasted off from Cape Kennedy. This unprecedented journey is reaching its crucial moment. Armstrong and Aldrin making their descent to the surface of the moon.
You on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
Where is this?
It's that TARDIS.
He thought he was confessing her love for the doctor.
There's a reason why I'm shooting, honey! What are you doing? Helping! You've got a screwdriver! Go build the cabinet! That's really rude!
I mean, to be honest, I can't really tell sometimes, because you really be like giving him the looks that I don't get at all.
So we're safe again.
Safe? No, of course you're not safe. There's about a billion other things out there just waiting to burn your whole world. But if you want to pretend you're safe just so you can sleep at night, okay. You're safe. But you're not really.
But you're not really.
Captain, to the next one, eh?
Looking forward to it.
Captain just wants to get married. Hell of a reason to kick him out of the FBI.
I'm sure something can be arranged.
I'm counting on you.
Doctor. Canton here tells me you're from the future.
Where you get that away?
I was wondering.
I should warn you, I don't answer a lot of questions.
But I'm a president at the beginning of his time. Dare I ask, will I be remembered?
Don't you?
Boy!
Tricky Dicky.
Tricky Dicky.
They're never going to forget you.
Right.
Say hi to David Frost for me. David Frost.
This person you want to marry. Black. Yes. I know what people think of me, but perhaps I'm a little more liberal.
He is.
I think the moon is far enough for now. Don't you, Mr. Delaware? I figured it might be.
The moon was a bit far enough now. Jeez.
You could come with us.
He
I
black
think
and
enough,
man?
thank you.
What are you doing to me, bro?
And I have a promise to live up to.
I'm liberal, but goddamn. 1969.
You'll understand soon enough.
Okay. Up to you. See you next time. Call me.
What? That's it? What's the matter with you?
Have I forgotten something?
Oh, shut up.
That's the one from the future, though, right?
No, this is, who, the doctor?
Yeah.
No, this is our doctor. The one that got killed was one from the future.
Right.
Interesting.
What's wrong? You're acting like we've never done that before.
We haven't.
We haven't?
Oh, look at the time. It must be off. But it was very nice. It was good. It was unexpected. You know what they say? There's a first time for everything.
Didn't they change in the beginning of the first episode? Didn't they like swap some shit?
I have no idea what's happening.
Alright, that was a wild episode 2 of Doctor Who. And, you know, it's a lot of unanswered questions right there, obviously. This is the beginning of the season, so they're hopefully going to come back around, and I know they will, because if they fucking planted the word silence in all these other episodes where it just was a nothing burger, and then they used it to be like it was a something burger in this fucking two-parter with these aliens, then okay, of course they're going to come back around about why she was pregnant and what the hell going on with this little girl starting to damn transform to regenerate. What's happening here? Now, we know, remember, the doctor did have a daughter, right?
That's not her, though.
But he did have a daughter way back in the day on another planet
Or
somewhere,
the
whatever. The future, the blind girl, right? Don't know what happened to her. Don't know what the hell. And at the same time, why is what's her name?
Who?
Pregnant or not pregnant? Amy?
Yeah, I'm like, no, you.
Why is Amy
little girl.
pregnant, not pregnant? Was that her little girl? The doctor can't know. I don't know. It was bananas that's on there. That is just like, and then we're finna jump to another whole episode on the next one where we just finna forget all this right now, and then we'll come back to it later on, I guess. But that's gonna be a burning question for the whole season right there. But for this episode and this two-parter as a whole, man, very good. Very fast-paced, very in-your-face, and very, like, all over the place, too, like, confusing. Which makes for another watch. You have to go back and watch both of them again to try to get the context of the whole thing. But for this episode right here, it just works for me. I mean, I was thrown off. Normally a very smart individual when it comes to these type of things where you can start figuring things out, but this was moving way too fast. Too much dialogue, too much information you have to piece back together from what had happened from before. So I just couldn't nail it all down in here, but I got the gist of it. And I love the twist with getting rid of the aliens. Didn't see that coming at all, how they was going to do it. But always goddamn respect the doctor of always being like, I'm going to figure this out, just give me a minute. And so all that worked out for me. I like the Secret Service, the FBI, the president, back and forth, all that shit was working. Just a little confused on the River Song part though. You know,
Why?
like she's saying it's the last time I'm gonna kiss you.
Yeah, because she's getting to the end where she dies.
Oh, okay.
She's getting closer and
She's
closer.
getting closer to that library part, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, and then at the same time, which doctor did she fall in love with from before? Right? I don't think it was this one.
No, it's in the future. They're going. It's like Benjamin Button.
They're going this way.
They're going. It's like Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
How they're going in separate directions.
Going different ones. So now
So like our doctor now is gonna start falling in love with River Song because he's gonna start moving to like the first time they meet.
Yeah.
And she's already met him fully and lived her whole life, and she's moving away to the last time. She's moving back. It's fucking confusing.
Yeah,
they're
it
moving
is
this way. They're moving at different
I mean,
directions.
I heard her say it. They're moving in the opposite direction on there. And at the same time, right, like, was he lying to be like, I don't remember the kids, blah, blah, blah. He could just be saying that because he always be
I don't
knowing
remember
shit.
what?
I don't remember. Remember she said,
No, we've been with this doctor. He isn't.
I know, but he told her, I don't know. This is the first time I kissed you.
Our doctor, we're on the same timeline of our doctor.
Oh, okay.
And this is the first time we saw
her
the kid.
face looked like you should have some kind of...
No, she was more like, oh shit, is this the moment where this is our last kiss? Because again, the River Song we saw before isn't the River Song now. Like, we saw the River Song at the end of her thing. This River Song is moving towards that end point.
So she still got some old things to do.
Yeah, but her version, they still, like, they're further along. They, like, the last time she saw the doctor, they probably kissed or whatever he says. And that's why she's like, what the fuck, bro?
You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in her head, she was already quick enough.
He hasn't gotten to that point.
And he ain't, it's freaky. It's freaky crazy. But look, I mean, this was an awesome two-parter. This one alone, this is just blowing my mind, as you can see. But I hope we get some more shit like that. If this is season 6, let's go, man. I mean, because I'm liking the fast pace. I'm liking the story. I'm very involved with it, and I hope you can just keep, elevating it, blowing my mind, keeping me interested, and then come back around to this shit right here for this one, because we gotta figure this one out. And what does this mean for the entirety of what's been going on? So cannot wait to see it, and so love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty much my favorite 2-part episode to date, and that's saying a lot because there are some really good ones.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that this picked up so quickly that I was just like, hold up, is the episode already starting? Is the pace of this entire episode that I was like, wait, we already started? It's always there, so I was like trying to catch up the whole time. So many elements of this episode I thought especially stood out. You guys know how much I love the score. The music score killed it the entire episode. I was feeling that vibe. I thought they did such a great job of having that really highlight the big moments in the episode. And the score just in of itself is just really, really strong, and it like gets me every time. I also loved the creepiness factor of several different things in this episode. I mean, I already loved in the first episode the introduction of the fact that they can't remember when they look away. Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Just so smart. But adding the element this episode where they're trying to navigate that, where they're marking on themselves so they can look down and realize how many encounters they've had. Yeah. So fucking cool. I loved it so much, especially after being introduced to the guy that's in the house and seeing how his mind is completely lost because he just gets wiped because they're living in that house, and having Amy then go in that room and see how quickly that can transpire to like used to having all of these encounters and can't remember any of them was just such a crazy, scary way to showcase that. And especially because they didn't let us see any of the encounters that created the marks on her face and on her body when that was happening. Just really, really, really great cinematography and way to add that element of scariness, because it allowed us to essentially feel like she did in that moment, because we didn't see her see the encounters either. All we saw was when she saw a reflection and saw the marks on her face, which I thought was just a really cool way to navigate that. I also absolutely loved River Song and the Doctor's interactions. Again, it's getting more and more flirtier, so you can see where the Doctor's getting more it's heartbreaking though from River Song's side, because she's getting to the end while he's just starting their love story. It's a heartbreaking what's it called, the stars, where you're like things don't align. I don't know what it's called right now, but anyways, very hard. No, like when you're like star-crossed lovers. Right. It's what I was thinking of. Obviously, they end up being lovers, but like River Song to me has the worst end of the stick, because she knows what's coming and she knows she's getting to the end, and that's just sad. So sad. Yeah. But again, seeing their flirtiness, and like River Song, again, as always, is so charming and captivating, and like I'm falling in love with her. So like I love being, and again, the show does a great job because we're at pace with the Doctor. We're not at pace with River Song. River Song, we don't know where she's come from. We don't know who she is before that. We only know her at the pace that we've been introduced to her from the Doctor's point of view. And I think that's just a really cool element and a cool experience, and something very unique that the show does with that dynamic specifically. Yeah. And then lastly, first, before I said my lastly, everything with Amy, it feels very much like it's her daughter, because you saw the picture of her having a baby. Yep. She can't really remember why she's not pregnant, or why she doesn't think she's pregnant anymore. The scan definitely revealed that like there was some inconsistency there too.
But why though?
Well, because I think they took the baby. The aliens somehow took the baby or something. I don't know. It feels very like
and she flashing pregnant, not pregnant, because the little girl is almost dying anyway.
No, I don't think it's
I'm guessing. That's the only correlation I can give with that.
Because she's not pregnant anymore. She was pregnant, but it's like...
Well, I know that little girl might be like a time baby. You know, future or past type baby, so it's like...
Oh, maybe. Because they did mention that. And I did love... I'm sorry, the reveal that... Because I, for a second, was like, what is, what's Amy talking about? It feels like she's totally trying to be like, Rory, you know, I love you, but you know it's always been the Doctor. So I really love the way that was revealed, too, because Rory's put in that work for 2,000 years, and I want them to be solid. Yeah. So it was very cute and very sweet, and I'm glad that's the way that it played out. But my last favorite highlight of the episode is ultimately how the Doctor figured it out. The whole using Neil Armstrong's foot, and when he just said that, I was like, "How are you going to use his foot?" So the way that played, I was like, "Is there something in his foot?" Yeah. So it's just so much smarter than I could even think of. And to your point, these two episodes did that extraordinary well, where I was like, I can't even think of a way they're going to navigate to that point, and then when it was revealed, it's like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So having that be in it, the music the music score leading up to that point, the reveal of what that ultimately meant, seeing the aliens' reactions was so badass. I loved it so much. It was such a satisfying moment of resolution for that whole situation. And I appreciate the fact that I was never going to guess that was what it was. So, really well done. Great two-parter. Can't wait to see where we go from here.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Doctor Who Season 6, Episode number 2. And until next time, peace.